I think consuming anti doom scrolling content is the antithesis of anti doom scrolling. If I'm being completely honest, I can't bring myself to read an article about doom scrolling, watch a video about doom scrolling, or consume any content regarding doom scrolling because the answer is always the simplest that doesn't require anything at length. Delete the app. I know doom scrolling may look differently based on content and varying on platforms, but the outcome is always the same. Information overload to fill the void that only grows deeper with each minute we spend on any given platform. Regardless if the information is useful or not, intellectual or not, how much of it are you actually retaining? How much of it actually holds your attention and isn't just there for your eyes to find a comfortable fixed position while your brain shuts off? Why is the question, and one I feel like isn't asked about enough. It's one that only you can answer. Things to do instead of doom scrolling, how to stop doom scrolling, ways to prevent doom scrolling. And then when you quit social media, you just doom scroll on Pinterest and YouTube Shorts. And apparently, doom scrolling on Substack doesn't count. Anyways, do we fail to notice that it's just an endless, perpetual cycle? In order to stop, we have to understand why we do it in the first place. Yes, we can also understand how the algorithm works and how tech companies know what to do now in order to keep us more engaged on their platforms, but that isn't going to stop us from using it. Someone telling us why we do it in the first place and fall prey to algorithms also won't stop us. The answer is more personal. I know at the end of the day, I'm just another girl coming onto the internet to share my opinion, but I also wanted to share my experience because if at least one person out there relates, you aren't alone. My predominant doom scrolling app was TikTok, of course, like it is for so many people. I can say that my screen time never hit double digits solely on that app, but the time I wasted on it always left a bad taste in my mouth afterwards. It felt utterly stupid to have wasted 2 hours of my day and complain about feeling like I didn't have enough time to do the things I actually wanted to do. Because that was my reality. I was wasting my time scrolling when I could have been doing something that I actually enjoyed. The reason why I found myself falling into the trap of doom scrolling was because I was looking for something to entertain me. It was always under the guise of a short time. It would start that way only for me to end up looking at the time and seeing it's been 30 minutes. I'd reason with myself, 5 more minutes, and then I'd get off. Five turned to 10, 10 turned to another 30. Honestly, it's exhausting falling into the self deprecating cycle that follows after, and I got tired of it. There's more as to why I got tired of social media in general, but I'll save that for another time. So I decided to do the next best thing that wasn't deleting the app and just removed it from my home screen because I never use the search feature for apps. It was as good as deleted for me, and it wasn't about a week ago that I actually decided to delete the app. And oh my god, would you look at that? I stopped wasting my time and started actually doing things I enjoy again. Wow, yippee! A gold star for me. No, but actually, I found myself reading longer, finishing books, drawing and sketching, playing games. I feel like I'm actually focusing on myself now. Are there times that I seek a quick dopamine release from a short form video? Yeah. And I find myself sometimes looking for those either on YouTube or Instagram, but the algorithm just isn't the same that I just leave the app after one or two videos because I never use those apps the same way I use TikTok. Is watching long form content better? I feel like that can be up to debate. I know this isn't revolutionary by any means. I feel like most people are on the same boat when it comes to using social media. It's to be entertained. And in the grand scheme of things, it's the most stupidest thing to feel like a hurdle for me. Something else I wanted to mention in regards to anti doom scrolling and the return to analog is that living technology free is something that isn't attainable in my personal life. If you have the means to ditch your phone and are prepared to live that way and want to, then do it. But for me, it's not something that I want nor can do. I rely too much on my phone, and so do so many others, whether they realize it or not. And that's not inherently a bad thing. It's just that society has become so ingrained with technology that that is just how the world runs. Banking, travel, communication, basic needs for today, all at the touch of our fingertips. We need to be realistic and understand that ditching our phone, locking it away, and forgetting it won't solve the relationship that we have with it. I know replacing one screen with another sounds counterintuitive, but it's a start. At least in my experience, actually prefer separating what I do on my phone because it's capable of doing pretty much anything. If I want to watch a video, I'll watch it on my computer or TV. If I'm writing, I'll write on my computer unless it's not at my disposal because I'm not home, then I'll use my phone. If I'm looking for entertainment, I can read a book off my shelves or on my e reader, or I can play a game on my computer or Steam Deck. There's alternatives to everything, but what I was really looking for was enjoying my time again so it doesn't feel like a waste. I work part time and it's genuinely mentally exhausting, especially because it has nothing to do with the career I want to be in. So I already feel like I'm wasting my time 20 to 30 hours a week. I do enjoy consuming content, but now I'm looking for more meaningful content that keeps me engaged and thinking. Other than that, my hobbies are something that make me happy, so I want to spend more time doing them and maybe picking up new ones. Unrelated, but kind of related, I wish summer breaks were still a thing. I hope you enjoyed this quick little yap sesh or whatever. If you have any thoughts, let me know and I'll give them a look. If you relate, let me know. And we're not alone. Anyways, yeah, bye.